And why does she need the nosedies? Soon, we'll have our answers. Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your brother mentioned. What is he expecting you to find there? Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive. But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the court, Anyway, just think. We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss. Heck, we've even been to the moon! With all that experience under our belts, sure thing! Now, stick close to Paimon.
What about me? Do I get a call out?
Whoa! Columbina? You kinda snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon! Paimon didn't sell you out this time! Oh, so it was you! Alright, guess there's no hiding it now.
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I invited Sandrone too, but she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya. She must be busy. She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. Would you like to hear them?
She hasn't changed a bit. Alright, let's hear it.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was not terrible, precisely, but we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. Alright, we'll do our best to keep our distance then.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine.
You really have to read between the lines with Sandrone.
Go on, get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. I told Lauma that you once treated me to a truly unforgettable meal. Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you.
It's definitely nice to be treated.
The moon of Nodcry will always give you a warm welcome.
That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Paimon got a mouthful of snow! Ooh, it's so cold! Take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away. Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Come on, quick! Paimon's heard the Snezhnaya. Yeah, everything feels heavy. Oh, no, yeah. Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast! Paimon? Paimon! That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. A reward on the road. Civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Huh? Why is my body like this? I have been like this since I was created. And yet, I also have memories and an awareness of a physical... Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question. Will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow. You have made a very wise decision. Now, I detected that you called out a name earlier. Presumably that of your missing companion? The name was Paimon. After merely the tip of the iceberg. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body. Retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty Ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not the key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use Prime Ice Unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door.
Is this an answer from this world?
Scanning local environment. Exit. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blue. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
this an answer from this world?
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
An answer from this world?
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed. Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience. The recent constructs you built, unfortunately, prime ice constructs have... That said, I have already forgotten what warmth feels like. Yes. Perhaps then, we can warm ourselves by the fireside together. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal... Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution.
Paimon! Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a blanket for her.
It's okay. Take it.
Wait. Where did the jester go? Yep. The director of the Fatui. The Jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You must be a rare creature yourself.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy. Oh.
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the Jester for a second. Paimon's still confused about something. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That's the only reason Paimon knows he was the jester. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice with a really anxious expression on his face. He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and he didn't seem to have any ulterior motives. For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to sleep.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like the Tsaritsa's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is their boss.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, Paimon, the jester meant...
Further at this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot. If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain intact. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Snezhnayan way. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest and recover.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Let's do that! Come on, don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far.
Affirmative. Should otherwise...
I'll keep this close.
confirm when you are ready to depart. Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect... Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Yeah. Thanks to your quick reflexes.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way. It seems our ill-fated train ride was... Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next...
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes.
Oh, what a bummer.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that? Because of the snowstorm?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuja. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not. sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the Vecha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Stuja, meaning bitter cold.
Bitter cold? So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Snezhnograd Veche passed a resolution to support border communities, without which you wouldn't even be able to buy crystal from us to begin with. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the cold here.
You...
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is, and the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a letter to confirm the true figures, but I'm afraid the quota really is as low as you've been advised. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial application. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, we must make sure that everyone is treated fairly. As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or quotas.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use, but we can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together, all right?
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project Stuja in action, huh?
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae friend?
Oh, Paimon's not a fae.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's pretty basic. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
Are you sure? Oh, that's really kind of you.
All right, then. This way. Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Didn't she? This is Paimon's best friend, the Traveler.
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something more serious.
Don't say that! Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. The train station has been closed ever since these power shortages began. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this, let alone a hunter. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time, I'm afraid. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash-landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnagrad after all. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomaros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So, I'm heading off to catch a rabbit.
Huh? Wait! A rabbit stole the crystal?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Oh, okay then. Alright. Guess there's no point pushing myself.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy. Oh, angry doggy. Oh, Tagarin doesn't like being petted then.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get Tugarin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out! When you're all out of carrots, try jerky! Good doggy! Good doggy!
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yup. And rabbit lover.
Good to know. Eat up, Tugarin. We got a lot of work to do. Wait. Nice work, Tugarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here, then go track down the crystal. Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty. But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, sure enough. There's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Thanks for looking out for us. Things are getting tougher by the day.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure as Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin, but for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Who are you? What's the matter?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Cristal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Cristal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Cristal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them, I felt so afraid. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the Cristal shipment in front of me, and a terrible, selfish thought entered my mind. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the numbers match their waybill. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Cristal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for Alatir, I'll think of something else.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, But the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomeros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside counting carriages in this weather?
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options: hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnograd.
You cocky little brat! Ruining my business! Just you wait.
Yeah, something felt off, so I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case he put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me, are you really a hunter?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just, well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stusha, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnograd. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Kristall, too. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this Kristall to.
Did they run from home too?
Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha who?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Come on, take a seat and relax while I fix you something to eat.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomaros's a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was on the bedside cabinet. Well, grandson dear, do you like it?
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good, good. Wonderful.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Alatir, and if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Stratomoros's energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Stratomoros still in its heyday. That said, I kinda appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. And when you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
We're back.
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore. But she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure. But enough about that. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez! You guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite... So, you said the train station will open again?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive, at least. Don't know. The goal of Project Stuja is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Extending it? Does that mean the Tsaritsa's plan isn't going very smoothly?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnograd Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnograd Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and...
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests. But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Stratomoros still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnograd. while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this, I can tell.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnegrad? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to. Her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... no way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnegrad. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, it's so big that the Tsaritsa has deemed it the #1 threat. Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town, or I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of...
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnegrad in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep ahead.
Drive carefully, all right? You don't want to end up in this situation again. Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Is it a new model or something? Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, take this. It's an up-to-date map of the Snezhnayan rail network. All the track switching is automated, so as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about collisions or anything. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sir Tomaros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check everything's working before you set off.
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then
Affirmative. Running vehicle diagnostics.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just...
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive, talking train autopilot.
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains, though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance, please call for the Eye of Grey.
Nope. Paimon's gonna find a warmers. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay? Paimon's still airborne, but it feels like swimming through thick gloopy...
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Snezhnayan, right? Any idea what the heck?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. And the few who do make it back, they're never quite the same.
Huh? Then, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great! Now we're...
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. If it's true, there's a way to escape. Come on, let's explore.
Look at these Fatui! It's like they've lost their minds!
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living.
Go now! Advance!
I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Wait! What's that blue thing? Is that... Goggles?
Guess we'd better find a way over. is the last one.
What do we do next?
Play it by ear.
Hello. I am glad to see the three of you safe and sound.
For now, at least. But things aren't looking too good.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm, the darkest space in the shell, where even the Most High is loath to cast its gaze. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm only rarely, like an air bubble that rises to the water's surface. We must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... It appears that key data is currently in... I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the Shadow Realm, Traveler. It may well be one of my core functions. Scan complete. Construction in progress. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the shadows. This is what remains of the Golden City, Hyperborea. Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring down the walls of the stronghold and extinguish the flaming arrows of the wicked.
Is this a gun?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, there once was one who, after much research and many attempts, found this to be the most effective means of attack. Let's go. We don't have much time. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the... Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, for long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy.
The advantage is ours! Charge! Over.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Light him up!
Time to catch my breath.
at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope. Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Okay. So, we just...
Reloading! Cover me!
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease. Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Frag out! Reload!
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However...
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead Fatui. Guess we gotta storm through.
Time to catch my breath.
You may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this weird bubble?
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was right. I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nokrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggles? We had no idea they left cool kids.
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding. Far beyond my expectations. As Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow Realm to manifest in a place like this. But we should still watch out for similar dangers ahead.
Let's hope not.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, please take a moment to catch your breath while I repair the body of the train. Amongst other things, this will ensure Paimon is a little warmer while on board.
Oh, thanks, Goggles. You're a trusty train.
Yes, of course. And just like the Eye of Grey, I am sure it will be a great asset to you in your future adventures. If not the trustiest, then it will at least get the job done.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes...
Yeah, sure. Paimon wants to forget all about this. It's so quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just... repair?
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, the train offers optimized performance and a significantly improved trendiness level.
Huh. Didn't know trendiness was a parameter.
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Great.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. What an incredible little gadget you are.
Not to be sniffed at.
There's still a long road ahead. Is this an answer from this world?
avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietla-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnograd's just up ahead. Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnograd train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic!
It's built for maximum efficiency. But in the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. This way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Sapoliarny.
Even if I wanted to help
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the Winged Vila and the Snowborn Snegovic, amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolievsky Theater in the distance.